Yo, yo, man. Come on up in here with me, dog. Come up in here with me, man. What's up? It's coronavirus. It's crazy, bruh. What we gonna do, bruh? Every day I turn on TV, shit getting worse and worse. What's up with it, bruh? I think that it may be too late for us here in America, bruh. It might be too late for us in America, man. Uh, it's spreading, bruh. One thing I don't understand is about this whole ordeal is when we start first hearing reports about the coronavirus in Wuhan, China, and stuff like that. Now we know that people were still traveling, right? We know people still was getting up out of there, and they might have carried that disease, and then they came home. They done went back to work in America. They was in Wuhan for the Chinese New Year. They snuck out of there right on time. Just imagine you ate from that same block. You ate from that block, bruh. You ate from that block or that strip in Wuhan where the disease was originally found, right? You ate from that strip, and then you snuck. You snuck and was hurry up and got up out of there. And then you came around other people in America and you probably done contaminated them. Now they at first they were saying, oh, it's just a couple cases. Some people's on watch, and now today, 6 people dead. Well, 90 people confirmed. 4 more states added. First case in New York. Like, what is about to happen? You got a president talking about it's a cure. Oh, they working on a cure today. They got pharmaceutical companies, and they talking about they've worked on the SARS, they've worked on the COVID-19, and now they just need the funding or whatever, this or the FDA to help speed up the time. The key question is how much is this? How much is this? How much is this cure? This vaccination that they create? How much is it gonna cost? Is our insurance gonna cover it here in the United States? Is it gonna be $1,000 a shot? I'm imagining that if everybody has it, that they're gonna have to charge for it because you know everybody wants to sit here and try to make money and capitalize off of this. How do we know that this is not something that is being used to? We gonna throw it out here, kill a couple people, then cure it real quick, and then now we look like heroes so we can win an election. I don't know, bro. I'm in California. I'm in California, bro. And every day I turn on the news, it's getting worse in California. And I mean, it's no telling who has it, bro. It's no telling who's been around a person who has it. They don't even know exactly how it spreads. If it's person to person, if it can become airborne, mutate and become airborne. Imagine if it can mutate and become airborne. All these movies we've been seeing about pandemics and uh, what's the game? Resident Evil. I remember seeing Resident Evil when it came out in the movie theaters back in 2003, 2002. The T virus. They was preparing us for something like that anyway. Except this ain't even like turning people into a zombie. It's just killing people. I've been watching like streams of people who are currently isolated. They saying that the people don't have no cures for them. They just playing a waiting game. And they gotta keep coming and getting something stuck in their nose and down their throat. To test. To see if they have it. If anybody's in here, please come in here and talk to me. If you got some answers, let me know. Cause this is crazy. I don't even know how you can deal with this. Like, how can you approach this? The sad part is about this is that nobody was prepared for it. Nobody. I mean, there's some people who are doomsday preps, and kudos to them, bro. Because the whole time we've been looking at them and saying, well, at least they're going to be ready. And then you keep saying to yourself, well, I'm going to be ready too. I'm going to have an opportunity. But you ain't getting no opportunity. This is crazy, bro. Then you got our president saying, he's saying, oh, it's going to go away like a little miracle. It's going to go away like a little baby miracle. It's just going to go away. From our shores, it could get worse before it gets better. This is his words, not mine. I mean, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I thought that, to be honest, I was thinking that it was like gonna be something that was gonna go away. It wasn't gonna be something that's this crazy. But this is crazy. I don't even know, man. How do you even deal with that? How do you deal with how are we dealing with the coronavirus, bro? You know what I'm saying? How? And it's gonna get worse before it gets better. That's crazy. What do we do about that? Stores don't order enough stuff to last 90 days, 30 days. Everything is for one day. When something crazy happens, it's only enough stuff on the shelves in the store for one day. So if everybody in this community that I'm currently in goes up and buys all the water, then now we're in a water crisis. And the thing you gotta ask yourself is, do we continue to use the water? I mean, cause like, eventually it's just about to get in our water system. It's gonna get in our water system. And if it gets in our water system, can you still use the water to brush your teeth? Can you still use the water to shower? I'm talking about just the regular tap water. Just the regular tap that we have here in America. I don't know, man. I think that this is a storm that's brewing, and from the looks of it, they want to kill people. Like I said, why would you take people from Wuhan and disperse them all out through the world? Put them all back in the world. And then you think that coronavirus is not going to spread? Coronavirus is spreading like peanut butter on bread right now. Like, it's just crazy. And like I said, we got a president talking about, well, it's just going to go away like a little miracle. Like a little miracle. Like, if you come in here, bro, at least drop a comment. Say something. Because this is real. I'm up here talking about something and nobody don't want to hear it. I don't think YouTube is gonna work hard to send out no notifications because they just only want us to listen to the news right now. They don't want all the people coming together and speaking about this. I don't know, man. I'm just doing this video because I just wanted to talk about it with people. But I can see that nobody wants to talk about it. And if they do want to talk about it, they not getting the alert. I've been watching this old white man sit up in a hospital over in China right now. And him and his wife got it. And they from Europe. They're from the European continent. And they can't go home. They're being held in a special unit, a special hospital in China right now. And they can't go home. So I'm watching they live. They going live every day now. They son going live. They going live. And what are they talking about? They talking about how they're dealing with it. One of the messages that they have for us is that to love your family, to watch your family, to appreciate every moment. Because how do we know that this is not something that's getting ready to shake the country? Obviously, they trying to say that they don't have no cure for it. Now the thing is, what's not being talked about? What's not being talked about with this coronavirus is that I ain't heard not one media outlet say, "Oh, they have a patent on the coronavirus." Yes, there's a company out here, a pharmaceutical company, right? There's a pharmaceutical company that has a patent for the coronavirus, meaning it was created in a laboratory. So how can something that was created in a laboratory just spark up out of nowhere? They would want you to think that it's like, they don't want you to think that it's a disease that just came out of nowhere. Blame it on the Chinese and say that they too dirty over there in Wuhan. And they not clean enough. I think Chinese people, it might be a lot of them, billions and billions over there. And it might be overpopulated and all that. But they have more cleanliness than, than America. Like, America think that we the cleanest place on the earth, but Chinese people, they take their shoes off before they go in their house. They all walk around with masks. They eat off chopsticks. They don't use silverware. So, when I say that, I mean that I always looked at them as like, a clean country. And then to find out that COVID-19 got a patent on it by a pharmaceutical company, it's a lot not adding up with this coronavirus, and the way it's spreading is like, how's it popping up out of nowhere in certain places like the Iran? Now nobody's connected from a Chinese place in Iran. Nobody went to Wuhan in Iran. They popped up there. It popped up in Italy. And in the cases that's here in California, they're saying that there's currently 2 cases where they had no contact with no one that was in Wuhan, right? No one that went to Wuhan, they had no contact with them, right? And all of a sudden they got it. And then they don't know how many people they've come into contact with, right? I'm in California. California is a commuting state. People drive up and down the state to commute here. So if people drive up and down the state to commute here in California, how many people has it spread to? California has a huge Asian population. So how many traveled to Wuhan and all that during this outbreak? and have come back home undetected and have just been living their normal life and spreading it around. We in for we in for a rude awakening because I keep turning on the news and it's getting worse. It's not subsiding. It's not calming down. It's literally it's in a growing state. And they keep showing each state. Oh, first it was just Washington, that was red. Then it was California, that was red. Then I seen Texas. Then I seen Florida. And then I seen Illinois. Now it's New York and New Hampshire and Maine. You know what I'm saying? It's it's real. And we can't afford to listen to no president tell us that it's gonna go away. When you hear this man, he he don't know what he's talking about. He really don't know what he's talking about. He really just gonna say whatever he gotta say to make himself look good. And at the same time, they playing with your life, my life, whoever's life. They playing with our lives right now. Like I said, when they get this vaccination that they're trying to come up with, right? This vaccination, because they had a press conference today with several pharmaceutical companies, the CDC, and the FDA was all at this press conference, right? And they talking like they having a conversation in front of the people, as if they're gonna really say what you need to know as a human being, right? As an individual, like they're gonna say what we really need to be hearing on national TV. They're not gonna do that. It will be in your community. Hell, you might even have the virus when they still talking about don't worry about it. And they say that that you go you can go a few weeks with it in your body and not have no symptoms. And then all of a sudden you start feeling sick. You start not having shortnesses of breath. You start coughing and having sweats. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for whoever just stopped by and just to chill with me and listen to me rant about this. I really just want to come on here and just talk about it because every I just woke up from a nap and I just seen that like what 2 more people died, so that's a total of 4 in Washington, and they're older people that was in a nursing home. I saw the other day that 8,400 people are currently under watch in California, Northern California, which is where I live at. So I'm just preparing that it like we could be the place that's showing people exactly what's about to happen, you know. And I want to start documenting it. I want to start showing exactly what's happening. That way, at least y'all can see like from a real human perspective, instead of the news version. Because on the news they even though people is getting it and passing away from it, they're still trying to just act like it's not like a big deal. But clearly something's not right in this situation. I just hope that we're all able to prepare. I hope that like if that everybody has enough money to go out and buy some water and some supplies, some canned foods, you know, because you're gonna need dry food, canned food, cereal, canned tuna, you know, canned vegetables. Because at this point, can you really trust like going and getting some meat at this point in time? They're gonna tell you yes because they do not want the business to stop. But how many people is coming up in the grocery store and touching on everything? How many people is walking around that's not showing no symptoms right now, but got the COVID-19? Well, I tell you, it sound like some Resident Evil shit, boy. Well, Who Dat Nation, I appreciate y'all stopping through and rock with me. Leave comments down in the comment section. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? How are we gonna get past this coronavirus? Y'all let me know. Be safe and stay prayed up. Till next time I'm out. Peace.